Hello, 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 hello. How's everyone doing? Have you all had a good weekend? Hope you're all doing well. It's good to be back to doing some more streaming, even though it was last Thursday that I was doing the last stream. Can you hear me? Oh, great, I'm hearing some good. I sound good. Thank you very much, Cross. Crash Tag Team Racing. Yes, we have been playing that. Let D Gob rise from his ditch. I don't live in a ditch. I live in a cave, as you ought to know by now. Well, it's fantastic to see every single one of you. I'm so glad to see how many. We've got 7 people watching. Wow. Oh my God. That's amazing. Let's keep that up. So, today, what are we going to do today? Great question. In fact, let's go to our scene. Hello, I'm back. We're not doing Angelica animation. Hold on, let me change that. We are working on today. We are doing Patreon thumbnails. Patreon thumbnails. And this is kind of something that I feel a little bit guilty about because I promised all my patrons that I would get something for them to vote on by the end of this week. We are at the end of this week, so I need to get something going. Lots of stuff has happened. I've had a lot going on. I've been very busy. I've had a ton of stuff that I had to deal with. I was at a party yesterday. I got really screwed over this morning, so this morning it was not great, but I'm feeling much better now, and I am ready to do some more drawing and painting and animation. And yeah, it's been very busy. But yeah, so what are we doing? We're doing thumbnails, and so that means we're going to be doing thumbnails for this Patreon post that I'm going to be doing. And I was thinking, and so the subject is backpacking. So they're going to be so Ragatha and Pomni from the Amazing Digital Circus, they are going to be backpacking in a European country. So I was looking at some reference. I was looking at the Arc de Triomphe in Paris. I was thinking about that for some reason. I was thinking of them walking down the boulevard of the Arc de Triomphe, the main one. And I thought that would be really cool to have them doing some really fun stuff. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm also gonna do some other stuff. So for instance, I had some reference. Actually, please work. Oh no? Oh yeah, it has worked. Yeah, so I got this. I took from Google Images. I think this would be some fun, a really nice, fun sort of image that we could use for Ragatha and Pomni. So that's gonna be our first image, and I think that could work quite nicely. But yeah, we're gonna focus on this. I'm gonna try and get these done. I'm gonna try and get 4 done that I'm happy with, and then I'm going to make everyone vote on them. And then I'm going to refine them a little bit so that, you know, they're a little bit more presentable and all that kind of stuff. You sent your animation off to the ink and paint department. No, we're still going to do some animation. No. We're still going to do some animation today. No, I am the so-called ink and paint department. There is no ink. There is no. Obviously, yeah. I am a one-man band, one Gobbo band. So, for this first image, what am I going to do? So, I'm imagining them like this. or something like that. Oh my goodness, what was going on there? See, what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to look at these. I'm probably not really going to like them that much because there needs to be some sort of hook. You know what I mean? So yeah, what are you been up to this week? Oh, that's boring. No, don't like that. I don't like that. Get rid of that. Oh, man. Thumbnailing is tough. It's harder. I am not going to sugarcoat this. And thumbnailing is harder than animation. The reason being is that thumbnailing is something that you are constantly having to... So, for instance, I could draw anything. I could draw, like, you know, Pomni here and Ragatha here, but like, what the hell is going on in the background? It needs to be some... This is the most important stage. So this is where you create stories, essentially. It's not like you can just, like, you know, do them here, you know, like, I don't know, like Raggy's here, Pomni's here and stuff like that. No, you can't do that. There needs to be some sort of essence, some sort of story going on. And what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get something that's kind of like, remember when I did the, you know, when I did them in that spa and I did them, you know, sort of relaxing with each other. I do a lot of Pomni and Ragatha relaxing with each other, so I would like them to do that here as well, but that's kind of like, all right, how about this? What if they're in like a, I don't know, like a hotel or something? That maybe Pomni's tired. Maybe, I don't know, they've come from a, like, let's see, hang on. Let's have them on a table, something like that. And Ragatha has just noticed Pomni. Okay, here's Raggy. Here's Pomni. Here are their bags. Okay, their bags are right here. And Pomni is just slumped over. She is absolutely out of it. And Raggy's like, oh, that's so cute. But at the same time, Raggy's really tired as well. You know, something like this. This is what I'm after. I'm after something a little bit like this. And I don't know, they're in some sort of, you know, I don't know, Brussels or Berlin or wherever. So, like, this kind of essence, this atmosphere, this so-called vibe, you know? That's what I'm after. I'm after this. So if I can get something like that going, you know, and it doesn't have to be them relaxing, you know, because they obviously, you know, they're traveling, they're that kind of stuff. So that's what I'm trying to capture. It's got to be some sort of moment in a way, and that's what I'm trying to do with these thumbnails. And you know, we'll keep this. Maybe we'll keep this, and we'll refine it further. Because I remember when I stayed in some awful hotels when I've been traveling across Europe. No worries, worms. I'm honestly just this is going to be a bit of a sort of me ranting, a bit of a lecture, but also kind of me sort of showing, you know, what I'm doing when it comes to thumbnails and stuff, because thumbnails are really, really difficult. JCat, hello, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. Going for the vibes feel, eh? Oh my god, the word vibes. Everyone's talking about vibes these days. Like in the last like 2 or 3 years, everyone's started saying vibes, vibing, and you know, oh my god, I love the vibes of this place. I love this about the. Why can't we just say I just like this place? All right, I like the atmosphere. I like the gist of this place. I like the feel of this place. Everyone's just saying vibes, y'all. Everyone, I love the vibes here. Oh my god, I love the vibes. Oh my, it just, oh, just say something different, please. Vibes is such an overused word. I'm so looking forward to that word going out of fashion. Vibes needs to die. I'm sorry. Boomer moment. Get real. I am no older than you guys. No older than you gobs. You want to continue using the word vibes, y'all? Then go ahead and use that. Brilliant. Perfect. Count me out. I'm joking, of course. I mean, it's a great word. It should be added to the Oxford Dictionary. Vibes, y'all. Vibes is a great word, you boomer. No, the problem with vibes needs to... Worms. No, the problem with that is that people would think that, oh my god, you don't like fun? Seriously? You don't like fun? But no, the word vibes, not vibes themselves. The word vibes, ugh. I just think when I hear the word, oh, the vibes are so great, it just reminds me of some like TikToker into like reviewing some, you know, kitsch kind of new sort of startup kind of little coffee shop kind of thing. Oh, the vibes are so amazing. Oh, Jesus Christ. I cannot. Yeah, boomer moment. I'm only 33. Seriously, and I'm thinking about this kind of stuff. I'm older than most of you all. And I'm thinking this. You'll start thinking about this when you're my age. Seriously. Anyway, back to vibing on Krita. So, what we're thinking. So anyway, yeah, I like this. I like this. Even though I've done it before, I like it. But I like how I'm not so crazy about this, but it's the first thing that I'm going to do. So I'm going to do number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4. So in number 2, what's going to happen in number 2? Hell, I don't like the word selfie. Nobody, Worms, nobody has used the word selfie in like 2 years. You are the first person to use the word selfie since the last person to use selfie 2 years ago. Oh, thanks very much. Thanks very much, JCat. Much appreciated. 33, but with the soul of a curmudgeonly stick-waving grandpa. I'm joking, Worms. Worms, I'm joking. I'm joking. Yeah, this is fine. I like this thumbnail, but it's something that I've done before. It's something that I've done before, and it's also kind of limiting, and there's also not just kind of... I don't know, there's something that I can do that's... There may be things I can take from, another thing that I can put into this, and, you know, take from this, but yeah, I've done it before, but we'll see what I can do. It is cute, but we can... There's something else, and it's probably because... Hold on. Hold the phone. Oops. Let me just think for a bit. Oh, come on. Oh, Jesus Christ. Hold on. Sorry about that. Krita just decided to close down and reveal my entire desktop. Okay. We might be back. We're back. I apologize. Apologies for that. Nope. No one saw anything. Not that there was anything to see. So I'm going to change some of these to a portrait. And I think that that might help us. Windows 10 desktop, yes, because I am not going to Windows 11. I actually want to move over to Linux, actually. I'm thinking of going to Linux. Can't be asked with 10. Can't be asked with 11. Can't be asked with Windows. What if they were... I have one for portrait. Oops. Far too big. Go to Mac. I'm broke. Also, I'm not a big fan of Macs either way. I think Windows and Mac are just as bad as each other. The problem is that I just have Windows. I always thought that Macs were... So, my Gobbo dad, has had Macs since I was... Like one of the earliest memories of computers I have were the big bubble sort of shaped computers. There was that blue shape and that it was like a round kind of thing. My dad had one of those, and he has had Macs ever since like the late 1990s. And there was some cool programs that you can do, and it was fast. It was really fast for like every Windows computer there was. It was amazing how fast Macs were. But now, Macs and Windows are kind of like the same. I would say Windows are just as fast as Macs, and it doesn't really matter what you're getting in, what system you get into these days. I'm going to get a Linux. I think the next computer that I get is going to be a Linux, I think. If I build another laptop, because not a laptop, excuse me. If I build another desktop, it will be a Linux, I think. Because I've used Linux before. I've actually used Linux when I was working on FastX. I was using a Linux system there. Can't remember what it was, but it was quite intuitive. I quite liked what was going on there, and it was really, really, really fast. I quite liked it. But I think when this laptop dies, and it's got a couple of years left, I think, but I think a Linux will be good. I'll learn the Linux, and I'll learn the ins and outs and stuff, and see which distribution's good for me and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, for now, I'm just gonna do this. Oh, Jesus! You found a 6 terabyte hard drive. Holy moly, wow. You better store some goddamn amazing things on that hard drive. So they're in motion. They are in motion, they're walking. Yeah, oh wow. Videos do take up a lot of space, don't they? What if they were in Italy? That sounds really cool. I think something like this. Oh, something like this would look quite nice, actually. Your latest com has been... Oh! Oh! Is that the one that I have done for you? In fact, let's have a look and see. Oh my god, if you... Oh no, okay. I'm going to have a look and see, Cross. I'm having a look right now. Where is it? Oh! Oh, nice one. Wow, oh my god. SM. I'm not gonna say that on stream, but yeah. That's awesome. I'm so glad, actually, Cross. That's brilliant. Speechless and surprised in a good way. Well, you know what? There's more where that came from. In fact, speaking of commissions, there is one slot left. One slot. And this one slot gets you a 5% discount. So if you want to get a commission from me and you would like 5% off from the entire just everything, then hit me up. DMs, anywhere, Discord, just anywhere. Let me know, and I will gladly honor that discount and work with you. But one slot, there is one slot, and when it gets taken, it's gone. That's all I'm saying. Arcade the Hedgehog says, "Hey Mega, hello Arcade, hope you're doing well." Oh my goodness, Lemon's doing their bidding and banned Telescopic Surrogate 3Z, whoever they were. Thank you very much, Lemon, for doing that. Old follower. How do you know they're an old follower? It just turned a year. Oh, what, today? A year today. I have been streaming. Oh, that's incredible. Oh, I've been thinking of something. I wonder if... Oh... See, I've been thinking, oh, what's a good... 2 days ago, so I've been streaming for 1 year, 2 days ago. Oh my god, Cross, you've actually remembered that? Wow. Yay, a year. So the year anniversary of me streaming. Hurrah. Excellent. I love that. In fact, I'm gonna... Listen. Probably heard that. We'll drink to that. It's only Sunday. Many regulars. Oh my goodness, yeah. When did you join up, Lanali? You joined up a little bit later on, didn't you? Thank you very much, Pierre. Yeah, 1 year anniversary. You know how it's weird because 1 year seems like such a long. It seems like such a long time ago that I first started streaming. It feels such a long time ago. I'm not joking. But there have been previous years where I've gone through, like, you know, several years living in one place, but it just feels just like nothing. It really it's strange how time works. Sometimes it just feels like, oh my god, like nothing, like 1 year has passed or 2 years have passed, nothing has happened, whereas 1 year has gone by and so much has happened, and it is just felt like such a long time. It's so strange. What should go in this thumbnail? Should Pommy go here? Ragatha here? they've got to be doing something interesting, but it's not going to distract. It's got to be something cute and fun, but doesn't distract from. It's not got to be overly kind of like how much interaction. Like for instance, are they sort of? For instance, God, I'm just going through a ton of different things. Hold on, because if we're having like, I like this kind of, I don't know. This is just something dumb, but like. No, because that's too similar to this one. Hold on. You won't believe me if I told you, Mega, but I pulled a piece of my broken tooth by hand. Wow. Well, I mean, that's. I don't know. Yeah, I can't. That's unbelievable. I can't believe that you would do that. That's such a ridiculous thing. But I'm sure you must have done that because you wouldn't be telling me otherwise. That's crazy. That's crazy. Did you just yank it out or something like that? Was it a baby tooth? Was it an adult tooth? Like what's the context? That's crazy. Also, look after your teeth, gobs. Please do. Brush twice a day, floss, and go see a dentist. Damn. Let's come up with something. Maybe they're too close together. Maybe this is constricting me. Let's think of something new. So if they're backpacking, let's not think about that. Let's think about the time when they've gone back. Gone and done this. They've had a bit of What if they've gone into I can't believe. See, the problem with backpacking is that. So when you're backpacking, you're going from one place to another, right? So, for instance, if you land in, Berlin, and then you go off to see your mate in, I don't know, Frankfurt or something like that. It's just traveling, which is very boring, right? So if you're traveling and you're on a plane, okay, and then you go and then you get on a bus and then you get in a taxi, it's just a lot of waiting around until you get to the actual spot, right? So it's like if you're going to be, doing stuff like, for instance, going shopping or doing skiing, that's not backpacking, that's going skiing or going shopping, right? So I've probably kind of pwned myself by kind of thinking, like, what are people wanting? Are they wanting to see Ragapom just do absolutely anything? Or do they want to see them specifically going on backpacking with big rucksacks, going up mountains or stuff like that? Because that's the question. That's the question. Which is why I am talking about this. They don't care? I suppose not. Maybe I care. Maybe I care too much about this kind of stuff. Maybe I'm overthinking it, as I always do. I think one of my problems, and I don't know if this is like an autistic thing or if it's because I'm just mad or anything, but I always kind of go into this overdrive of really trying to sort of second guess or trying to predict what other people are wanting, you know? I don't just go ahead and just do a thing, because if I did that, then it would be just something generic and no one would care. So I'm kind of thinking, so I'm just trying to think like ahead into what people would like, but welcome to the club, do that all the time. Yeah. Ugh. Let's think. Actually, no, let's not think. That's the thing, you know? Overthinking. That's the thing. Overthinking. I even wondered, like, what if they were just, like, sitting down at a... You know, sometimes I always go to, you know, things that I've done in my past, like, for instance, you know, a fountain or something like that, and they're just sitting down, and, I don't know, Pomni and that are sitting down. It's like the kind of photo that you would grab, a candid photo, but it's something similar to, but it is something similar to what we've done already. You're just making it for you, no one else. True. This is something that patrons have decided on, though. You know, this is something that, this is the thing that you've decided on, Pierre. That's why I take this kind of stuff seriously. But then again, I suppose, aside from, you know, doing all this stuff that I'm doing, what do I owe them? Maybe I should just do it for myself. And that's, you know, that's the thing that I do a lot of the time. A lot of the time, the work that I do is all for myself. But, Oh, thanks. Sorry, I mixed you and Lanali up, Pierre. Sorry, I was just glancing at the comments and stuff. Sorry about that. I'm looking at multi-chat, and they don't color in the things that they do on Twitch, which is annoying. What if they were looking at a pigeon or something like that? That could be quite fun. And of course they are going to look extraordinarily thick as I draw them, so there is no worries there. One time we were running through Point Alexandra III, running after a car, not because it was a cab, but because it was a fancy old car we wanted to take pictures of. That's quite funny. That could be interesting. Thanks for that, Pierre. I wonder if they could... Oh my god. If they're surrounded by pigeons, oh no, this is gonna take forever. Pigeons galore. Let's think. If they're going to... I think that's going to be a little bit of a different kind of... Just a bit of a different kind of thumbnail. By the way, if we run out of music, let me know. Actually, have we... Oh no. It's just really silent. Oh, Jala. So thick they can't even walk. You do realise, by the way, that there is a bit of a... There's a bit of a business strategy here. Whenever I do the, like... I am going to be completely honest with you, Gobs. But when I do these, it is... the main thing at the end of the day is the wholesome work. And that is something that you've all voted, that some of you have voted on. Pierre, you yourself have voted on that wholesome work, which I have to remind myself of. Give me a second. What was that poll? Here it is. Yeah, so that one is... That one's going to be the one. Because there was an alt that you guys voted on. Just need to check something. Hold on. No, you don't have to. No, don't worry about it, Lenali. Only do it if you want to. No, I wasn't asking you anything, Arcade. Nothing. I don't think so. Can't remember anything. Well, we're not gonna discuss. Well, that's yeah. We don't have to discuss wholesome artwork with your girlfriend if we do ever meet up in Manchester. Pierre, does she know that you view? Does she know exactly what I do? Does she know the kind of work that I do? Because it would be a very interesting conversation if that were to happen. Oh, you're gonna love... Oh, she doesn't. She doesn't know the kind of stuff that we do. Oh my god. I find that that's so funny. I was thinking about what if they were could be fun. This could be interesting. How about if they're chasing after a train? Something like this. So, just need to check. Oh no, you can't check. Can't check that on phones. Hold on. Let's have a look and see. Sorry about this, hold on. Can crushing it. Oh, you heard that. Every time I go on stream, I always have a drinky do or a cup of tea or something like that. Helps me get through it. It's always a time when I'm having a good time, so it's always good to do that. Is a bit more action orientated one. Nope. Oh no, what's going on? Oh, oh, is it the? Are you all knowing about the well, the composition? Oh yeah, I just thought it'd be interesting to have something different, you know, because normally we just play Crash music or Mario music or Nintendo music, that playlist that I always love to play. Okay, I'm not joking, by the way. I think this one, I've not even drawn facial features, and Pierre says that he likes it. By the way, I'm sorry, Pierre. I don't even know your pronouns. By the way, I'm not being ironic. I don't know your pronouns. You're a he there, right? Just thought I'd check. He, him, they is all good. Excellent. Just thought I'd check. I always get it wrong. Pronouns, I'm not against pronouns, but I just always get them wrong. Crash Tag Team and Twin Santi certainly are very unique sound OTSs in the Crash series. Oh, I imagine they are. I thought that my audience is mostly Crash and Tag Team and Crashists and Cross It and you know, all those characters, Cocoists and all that stuff. And you thought I was a girl? Yeah, I did. Seriously, I did. For a bit, Cross, I did. And not because of, you know, anything, but literally just because of your profile picture. I thought you were a girl for a while. And I certainly do not think that now. Well, okay. So I have a couple of concerns. I mean, I'm happy with these thumbnails, but I have a couple of concerns. So let's bring in a new color. Let's bring in green. So, okay, green, my marker. All right, so this one is very similar to this one. Okay? And now we have this one, which is completely weird and, you know, I mean, it's cute and fun, but there needs to be something going on for it to kind of, you know, be interesting and stuff like that. And this one seems to be the most interesting one because it's got action stuff. So we have three. So 1, 2, 3. Very subtle, you know, subtle kind of things. And then we have one action-y based one. Don't think I'm giving a really kind of good pool of choices, personally. That's just what I'm thinking. let's see what people want. So here's the deal, right? I think either one of these could make a really good picture. I seriously think. I seriously think that. So each one, I can make a really nice, interesting picture here. I think I might actually hold on, just this. So if I delete that, and then move that over there, I think if that, oops, whoa. Put it a bit more central, I think that could work. Yeah, that could work. And then we have Pomni over here feeding pigeons. So backpacks there. And then they're just sort of, you know, walking around and stuff like that. But here they're kind of like... But then again, I could be completely wrong. I could... Like, if we're gonna number them A, B, C... Oops. There. A, B, C, D. So we're gonna have so we're gonna have four different images. Let's refine them both. So let's have another layer. Might have a toilet break coming up soon. All right, 2 minutes. You always make Pomni falling asleep first. Yeah, that's bad. That's bad that you've recognized a pattern, because, man, I don't want to do that. Like, I don't want to do patterns and stuff like that. That's bad. Maybe, hey, you know what? Maybe it's fine. Maybe patterns are fine, you know? Apparently there is a fetish for like falling asleep and stuff, there is like I think I've seen it on Twitter. I think I've seen like just there've been some animation of Rouge the Bat just falling asleep, and it's like she goes up to this sort of Chaos Emerald or something like that, but then she gets like tranquilized or something like that, and then it's literally like the rest of the animation is like 3 minutes of her sleeping. And that's apparently like a thing that someone commissioned. There's a fetish for everything. Oh yeah, definitely. But I don't know, it's cute. You know, having Pomni fall asleep, it's kind of cute. Train skirmish. I'm actually trying to get all of these done. All right. I'm gonna have a bit of a break. I'm gonna head to the loo very quickly, and I will be back very, very, very soon. Okay. See you all in a bit. Hello. Sorry for the break. Sorry that took so long. Okay, here's what I've decided to do. We're now going to do some animation. So I like these compositions. I think all four of them, as I've said, can make a good painting that I think will be really good. So what we're going to do now is we're going to transition over to some animation. So hopefully you're up for that. I'm going to give this a save. Hold on. Before I do that, I'm going to go back to the break. I'm going to save this. Hold on. Let me just save as... So apparently this was an autosave, so... Let's just call it... Patreon... Whole thing. There we go. Come on, save. There we go. Right. Did you think about we want you under the... No, I did not, Cross. I am so sorry if I am so sorry. I did not. Why do you ask me these questions, Cross? Anyway. Let's get on to this. So, oh, whoa. Let me just open this. Oh no, that's okay. Right, okay. Whoa. Hello, right. So, that's where we're at now. She's looking really cool and cute and fun. You didn't change the window. What do you mean? Oh yeah, let's change the, if you're talking about this thing. Angelica, animation. Oops. So, not looked at this since last stream. Probably. I thought I did a bit of... No, I think I did some... I've done some new stuff since last stream. Gonna focus on a bit more. Well, I'm gonna focus on this area. Need to fill in a lot more spaces and cavities and stuff like that in the drawing overall. Okay. So do a close eye thing here. Oh, let's have a check on Picato. Hopefully Lenali is there. Oh, hello. Hello, Anubis. Sorry for the delay. Hope you're well. I checked just in time. Hi. So yeah, we're doing some animation today. Oh, the usual. More draws. I love it. I love that new Anubis. I'm here, not there, meaning that you're. Oh yeah, we're talking. Yeah, we're talking to Anubis on Picato, not on YouTube. Oh, I don't like that. Oh, whoa. What the heck? By the way, I was very close tonight to cancelling the stream because because I was worried that I wouldn't get back to my flat in time to do these streams. I mean, I was worried about the Gobbo cave. I was worried I wasn't going to get back in time to see the Gobbo cave. So, but I did get back in time, which is really awesome. Let's have a look. Oh, what's going on? Oh. Oh no. Apparently Nat is watching us. But their messages aren't getting through, which is interesting. Unless I'm looking at... Huh. Oh! Nat, I'm so glad that you finally got your messages through. How you doing, Nat? It's good to see you again, as always. Yeah, that's because, so Cross is alluding to the fact that I have made Lemon a mod, meaning that Well, why would Lemon have to go after anything that Nat has to say? Because Nat is a very well-behaved well-behaved user of these streams. So, you know, what has Lemon got to go after Nat for? Cross. It's so funny how Cross like eludes like the banhammer. I know you're joking, Cross. I know you're joking. I know. Hey, don't worry about it. No, it was full. It was all fun and games. It was all fun and games. It was bants, as we say here in the north. Bants. Banter. Neat. Right banter that is. By the way, how did you get the highlight around that, Nat? That's very interesting. I don't know how you did that. Twitch global emote, a virtual hug. Aww. Brat chat. Twitch global emote. Brat chat. Okay, I still don't understand. Is it like some sort of like, I don't know, special thing or something like that they get? Or, alright, whatever. They've got it. I'm glad. Cross. What's this again? I'll be totally happy to, you know, that's a fantastic commission idea. Hey, no, don't, you know, I like it. It's fun. That's a fun idea. That's a really fun idea, Cross. I looked away for 1 second. Hey, he's not spamming anything, don't worry. You can have a pass. If it's gonna be if it's a commission thing, if Cross, if you wanna come and, you know, claim that if you wanna come and claim that 5% discount on that commission, let's have a chat. Let's, after this stream, come ahead and we can talk about it. I'm wondering if that head tilt's a bit too much. Oh my god, yes! I'm thinking of doing Minecraft next. Yeah, I'd love it. Would you take comes from AI Brainrot character Mega? Well, the thing is though, is that if I were to do AI Brainrot, then I would literally be... Ironically, I think it would be like a statement against AI brain rot, because I am literally drawing AI brain rot, which in itself is kind of a bit of a, you know, a statement against it. But would I take comms for AI brain rot characters? Well, the thing is though, is that if someone came to me and said, hey, Mega, would you draw this AI character? I'd be like, yeah, brilliant. I'd do that, because if they were coming to me and say, because the alternative is that they would go to an AI so-called artist, with quotes, they would go to that AI artist and say, hey, can you generate this character for me? Which doesn't really happen. So I'm actually more than happy to take an AI brain rot character and then maybe do my own personal take on it, because at the end of the day, it's all ironic, you know? Nothing matters with AI and that kind of stuff. Yeah, it's all bullshit. It's all bullshit. But the thing is though, is that those AI brain rot characters have kind of become a bit of a meme themselves. So, you know, if I'm going to draw meme characters, like, it doesn't matter. It's fine. It's fine. Hello, Mohammed. On YouTube, Mohammed Isra R9H. Also, Lemon, I should say that I have taken comms for AI brain rot character. Well, actually, no, not AI brain rot. I've taken brain rot characters commissions in the past. I don't know who they were or whatever they were, but I think there was like a golden nugget character that I did. Yeah, exactly. AI is only good for the silly slop, like that stupid Dr. Mario story that... Yeah, it's not AI, yeah. Yeah, AI is only good for slop. It's not going to be used for anything that is, you know, actually, you know, worth kind of involving yourself in. It's only going to be used for slop. And as long as people are actually creating good things, you know, things that are kind of worth, you know, talking about, then yeah, you don't need to worry about slop. You don't. That AI is just used for slop because the people who were creating slop before AI were doing low effort shit, and so when AI came along, brilliant. We don't need to spend as much effort into doing this kind of stuff. So that's where AI is really being used. But for the high effort stuff, the stuff that I do, I'm not using AI. Gasp. Lemon, why? Seriously, Lemon, why the things that I do, why do they surprise you? Oh my god, he shows his desktop. Oh my god, he shows his Discord. Oh my god, he like, you know, there's, oh my god, Lemon, what is wrong? I'm inexperienced with all this kind of stuff. I'm sorry. I'll get better, I promise. You've already, like, oh, actually no. If you've been on my Patreon, there has been one where you have seen some very wholesome work of me and Angelica. Hell yeah, I completely agree with that. Definitely agree with that, Worms. Best. Why are you such a fun police, Lemon? You're just like, oh my goodness, you can't do this, you can't do that, you can't do this, that, and the other on Twitch, or on YouTube, or on all these places. Stop showing your desktop, stop showing this. Everyone can dox you. Oh my goodness gracious me. Sorry, just taking... Just looking at some... Has anyone gone into my... Nope. No DMs. No DMs. I guess I have. I guess I have. I mean, I don't know about... I'm just... I don't know. I don't know how this Twitch YouTube thing works. I'm doing my best to just make sure that I get everything good. Is Lemon Yoda? I don't know where Lemon gets all of his knowledge from Twitch and stuff like that. But look, I have him thanked for me knowing how the hell Twitch works. So I find it very, very, you know, I'm very thankful for Lemon. You know, if you all start streaming, maybe get Lemon as your mod, or your, I don't know, spiritual little Jiminy Cricket kind of. Maybe you should have like Lemon as a little Jiminy Cricket kind of character that sits on my shoulder, on my pauldrons, perhaps. I remember during one of your early streams that you casually showed off an alt not knowing it was bannable. Oh wait, do you want to see a bannable oh my goodness, let's go. Let's go. Oh ha 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 ha. Into my no, I'm just joking. Yeah, there have been some occasions where I've gone into very, very bannable territory, and I've showed like 5 seconds of like I've showed like 5 seconds of like a comic chapter that is clearly not suitable for YouTube or Twitch or anywhere else. Teaching the old man who's not as wise. Are you talking about me? You calling me an old man? First off, Lenali, don't call me an old man. Call me a freaking unk, because I am an unk in this day and age. I'm 33 years old. I'm gonna be 34 this year. I have not advanced in life, even though I've had like a illustrious career in 3D animation and some 2D animation. And I've traveled the world, but I am still considered an unk. Never too old to learn some new tricks. Would you still say this? If I was 50 years old, would you still be saying this kind of shit? If I was drawing this kind of crap, and I was 50 years old, would you be like, ew, he's like 50 years old, oh my god. Because everyone like from America is Californian. Would you still be saying that kind of stuff if I was like 50 years old? Like, come on. Oh my goodness, I am completely messing up a whole bunch of stuff. Oh, you meant of using tech. It's weird because I still get whenever I'm buying like restricted items like, you know, alcohol or knives or, you know, glue or anything like that from the shops, I still get sometimes, very occasionally, I still get ID'd if I look under 25 or 20 or 22 or something, or 21, whatever. I still get ID'd, and it's crazy because sometimes like I show them my ID and they're just like, they like double take and like, whoa, you're like 33? Oh my god, you look great for 33. And you know, it's interesting because I know some like, I know that you know, some of you, you know, like the kind of artwork that I do, and I love that. I love that you know, that you like what I do. But when I was, you know, when I was 16, when I was, you know, 16, 17, 18, you know, my late teenage years, I was crap. I was shit at art. I was really bad. And I was, you know, very scratchy kind of line work. Like, I'm pretty sure, like, you've seen all of my artwork from, like, that kind of time period. There might be some stuff, I could dig out some stuff that I was doing in, you know, my early years of university when I was very young, but I was terrible at that kind of stuff. Like, it's weird to think that, you know, there are so many, you see so many viral posts of, oh, this artist's like 17 years old, 16, 14 years old, and they're doing all this amazing kind of stuff, and they're brilliant, amazing, whoa, they're so good. And yeah, it is really, really good stuff. But, are they going to be that good in 5-10 years? Are they going to do something else? Are they just going to completely abandon it? Are they going to carry on doing it? It's that kind of thing. But it's the people that really sort of carry on with it that I'm more interested in. Because if there's someone who you're looking at and you're comparing, if they're like 17 years old or something like that, or they're really young and they've managed to get really, really good in a short amount of time, fantastic. That's really good. I love seeing that. But if they maintain that and they're able to kind of utilize that and really sort of work with it, aside from making a big sort of viral post about how someone's made a big viral post about how good they are, then and they're able to sort of do something with it, that's really good. That's where that's really, really nice. Can they adapt with the changes of time and improve along with it? Yeah, that's a good question. That's a very, very good question, because at the end of the day, tastes change. Tastes change. Artistic tastes, they all kind of adapt and grow over time. Stylistic choices change over time and stuff. But I don't think that objectionally talented people kind of get noticed. And I hate the word talented, because talented means that it means that you don't put effort into it. I always think that people who I genuinely think that people who are good at what they do always have put a lot of effort into it. You started at 12, Lanali. Oh, geez, wow. And you've sort of focused in on a style. Yeah, I think that's really cool. Yeah, it takes a while to perfect your own sort of style, and yeah, you sort of know what you're doing with that, don't you? Yeah, definitely. Video editing, you know what? It's weird. Video editing is so... I kind of think video editing is a really sought after skill these days because of, well, YouTube and TikTok and, all those brain rot viral clips that you see. All of it is based on... It's all video editing at the end of the day, isn't it? So... it's a very sought after skill. I dare any AI bullshittery grifter millionaire guy to come after video editing. Try and replace AI with that. wait, sorry, no, you've already lost. Nah, it's a human skill. It needs to happen. How we're looking. Good. Oh my lord. Oh. I might have a short break. I need to go to the toilet again. Be back in a sec. See you in a bit. And we're back. We're back. That would be Butch Hartman. Some could. Oh dear. You know, Butch Hartman has actually come out with apparent. So Butch Hartman's back with a. What was it? I saw a video about it. He's been doing. So he's doing this sort of convention thing where it's like I don't know, like some sort of get together kind of lunch conference kind of thing where you get to spend like lunch with him or something like that, and you pay like about £1,000 or something like that to be set up like it's like a weekend or something like that, and then you get to spend lunch with him on Saturday or Sunday or whatever, and you get to ask him like whatever, like questions about the industry, the industry or something like that, and it would and he'll basically give you like some sort of massive sort of secret that'll make you become like a superstar or something like that. Oh yeah, heard about that flop. Yeah, exactly. Oh, Cross, I'd love to spend lunch with you as well. I'd love to have lunch with you, Cross. You gotta show me all the good places around Texas. Oh, wherever you live. I don't know where you live. For some reason I got it in my mind that you live in Texas. But anyway, show me wherever you live. I would love you to show me anywhere and have lunch with you. That'll be awesome. I'd love that. And Lenali, yeah, I'd love to have lunch with you. Oh my god, a meetup one day? That'd be awesome. That'd be so awesome. If you all come to the UK, I'll set you up with I'll take you to my favoritist pubs. I'll take you to my best pubs. I don't know if you all drink, but like we'll take you somewhere where they serve nice food. At least nice food. And we can just have a good old chat, you know? And oh my goodness. Oh. Come on. There we go. Right. Yeah. Cross. Yeah, I thought you... No, you don't drink. Nah, that's fine. Yeah, a lot of people don't drink. And that's all right. I love that. I think it's really good to look after your livers, you know. It's a much more healthier lifestyle if you don't drink. Yeah, definitely. I love it. I love it. I don't drink more than 2 glasses of vodka. 2 glasses of what? Wine? 2 glasses of purest alcohol. No, I understand what you mean. Yeah, stay in control. Yeah. Smoke, vape, oh my god, I can't stand people who vape. I didn't really like people who smoked. Because I remember a time when people smoked all the time. But vaping, ugh, god, nah, can't stand vaping either. Ethanol. Heck yeah. Sorry, it's a very slow. It's a slow stream tonight. Honestly, I'm not progressing as much as I would like to. kind of think there's a bit that I'm missing with... Let's see what we've... Yeah. What's wrong? What's wrong with this? Oh, thanks. Thanks, Pierre. Sorry, I'm just... I guess I'm just harsh. I'm very harsh on myself. It's kind of making sure that you work in that so let's work in this realm. So that's working. Sort of working. But it's just, I don't know. Okay. No. Thank you so much, Pierre. Thank you so much, Pierre. That really means a lot. I'm glad you like what I do. I really am. And I'm glad that you all, that you're all watching me. I'm gonna bring the microphone closer. I'm glad you're all watching me do all this kind of stuff. I think it's really awesome. Speaking of animations, animation is already plural. It's animation. You don't talk about these animations that I'm doing. No. You say, here's some animation that I've done, and you reference a whole bunch of different animated things that you've done. It's not like, here's like an animations of a, here's all these animations that I've done. It's like, here's some animated shots that I've done. Here's an animated sprite that I've done. Here's an animated character that I've done. Here's an animated bird. Here's an insect. Here's a firefly. Here's a dragonfly. Here's a frog, Animations doesn't exist. Animation is already plural. I'm sorry, but this is what I'm going to be very pedantic about. Because animations doesn't exist. Oh no, lemon. No, lemon. Sorry, Lemon, Lemon. Can you come back? Lemon, please come back. I'm sorry, Lemon. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to upset you. Can you tell me what you were going to say? Please, Lemon, please. Please, 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 please. Please. Can you come back, Lemon? Lemon. Lemon's gone. Oh my god. Please. Lemon, come back. I love you, Lemon. Do you think there'll be... Do you think... Oh no. Oh my god. Alright, no, seriously. That's a good question. Alright. Let's have a look. Let's see where we are. Where are we at? With... Sorry, I'm just blocking the... I'm just going to break just so that I can get... where is Gangle? Hold on. Gangle Anim. Here we go. Alright. So here's... So Gongle. So we've got until January, sorry, not January, June 20th, June 18th, June 19th. Is that right? June 19th. Possibly. Yeah, possibly we could get this. We can get this done. While you were talking about 10 minutes, almost 10 minutes before 3 hours of streaming you're done. No, June 4th. Oh, June 4th. Oh yeah, well that's when it gets released in cinemas. That's right, not June 19th. June 19th is when it gets released on YouTube. Nah. So what we've got to do on this is we've got all of the layers to do. We've got the doubling up on the... Yeah, sadly we're not going to get this done on time. I don't think so. The rate that I've stalled on this, the rate that I've kind of... Yeah. No, there's too much. There's too much. There's way too much to do. Gongle is an annoying character to draw and animate. She is fun and cute and awesome. I love her, but she's... Unless I do some serious tricks, I don't think there's really much in it. Maybe in the time afterwards? Maybe by the end of this year. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. You need to speed up. Yeah, tell it to every flipping animator. Actually, is there anything I can do on this? Let's have a look. So I had these down. What? Okay, so I was doing that there. Lemon, what's going on? Stop me! What am I doing? I'm just working on this. What's happening? Why am I working on this, guys? Stop me. Maybe do something. Oh no, what am I doing? Help me. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just working on this. Said the nugget line. What? What was the nugget line? What is thou nugget line? Help me. Oh. Oh, in the name. Oh, right, okay. I'm just gonna like do this for like a bit. Hope you gobs don't mind. Because I think you're more interested in me doing this than working on my OC character, maybe. Your body can sense hope. You're all possessing me to do this animation, aren't you? Wonder if my messages are getting through yet. They should have done. Oh, ah, Christ. Okay. How are we looking? What have I added? Huh. Alright. Oh, we've hit 3 hours. Yep. Tangent Fest stream. Yeah, very Tangent Fest stream. Thanks very much for joining, Worms. In fact, actually, thanks very much for joining, everyone. We're going to end it here tonight. We have just hit 3 hours. So, no. Oh, don't you worry, Gobs. We will be back next Thursday, as we always are. We're always back next Thursday, aren't we? So, we'll carry on with this next Thursday. I want to make sure that I'm going to spend a bit of time after this stream. Maybe on Monday, tomorrow morning, I will send off those thumbnails, because I did promise at the end of this week that I would let everyone know in a poll and all that kind of stuff. It may just come a little bit soon. It may just come a little bit later than natural. Anyway. Yeah, good night. Thanks very much for joining, guys. It was awesome. It was awesome. Another good old fun Sunday stream. It was one of those streams where I just kind of had to get some stuff done, you know? Hope you can understand. Cross, talk to me about tongues. I'd like to know more about this kind of brain rot, Italian brain rot and stuff. Just make sure that Lemon doesn't ban you. He won't. Lemon won't ban you. Yeah, thanks a lot, Anubis. Fun times. Fun times. Yeah. See you all soon. Have a good week. And honestly, I'm joking. I'm not joking when I say this, but honestly, next Thursday will come around a lot sooner than you think, okay? We'll see you around soon. Thank you so much. I love you all. The bottom of my Green Gobbo heart, I love you all so much. Thank you so much for being here on this stream. It's been awesome. See you on Thursday. Good night. See you soon.